Jacob sat in his living room, staring out the window at the world outside. He had lived for over 100 years now, thanks to the genetic engineering that had made immortality possible. But as he watched his neighbors hurry about their daily routines, he couldn't help but feel a sense of loneliness. Jacob had been married to his wife, Sarah, for nearly 70 years. They had met when they were both young and fell in love almost instantly. They had traveled the world together, watched their children grow up and start families of their own, and had even celebrated their diamond wedding anniversary a few years ago. But now, as he watched her age and grow weaker, he realized that he would eventually have to say goodbye to her. Jacob had known this day would come, but it didn't make it any easier. He knew that he would continue to live on long after Sarah was gone, watching as his friends and loved ones aged and died. He wondered if immortality was really worth the cost. As he sat there lost in thought, he heard a knock at the door. It was his granddaughter, Emily, who had stopped by to check on him. "Hey, Grandpa, how are you doing today?" she asked, taking a seat next to him on the couch. "I'm doing all right, Emily, just thinking about things," Jacob replied. "I know it's tough, Grandpa, but remember, you've still got us," Emily said, placing a comforting hand on his shoulder. Jacob nodded, grateful for the support of his family. But even they would eventually pass away, leaving him to continue on alone. Over the years, Jacob had watched as the world around him changed. The technology had advanced at an astonishing rate, with new inventions and discoveries being made almost daily. But as impressive as these advancements were, they couldn't fill the void left by the loss of his loved ones. As the years went by, Jacob became increasingly isolated. He had outlived all of his friends and acquaintances, and even his own children had passed away. He began to wonder if immortality was really a blessing or a curse. One day, as he was taking a walk in the park, he noticed a group of children playing together. They were laughing and running around, carefree and happy. Jacob couldn't help but feel a twinge of envy. He had forgotten what it was like to be young and carefree. As he walked past a group of teenagers, he overheard them talking about the latest virtual reality technology. They spoke about how it allowed them to experience things they could never have imagined, to live out their wildest dreams in a virtual world. Jacob suddenly had an idea. He could use this technology to experience life in a way that he had never thought possible. He could live out his dreams and create new memories, rather than dwelling on the past. With renewed enthusiasm, Jacob began to explore the world around him. He tried new things, met new people, and even fell in love again. He realized that life was still worth living, even if it meant watching his loved ones grow old and pass away. As he sat in his living room, reflecting on the years that had passed, Jacob smiled to himself. He knew that he would eventually have to say goodbye to this world, but for now, he was content to live life to the fullest, one day at a time.